रन रेट बढ़ाना है, 50 रन से जीतना है, कहाँ हारते हारते किसी तरह से जीत पाए। इस परफॉर्मेंस से आप कितना संतुष्ट हैं? दूसरा
नहीं, एक बार में एक
सवाल से बहुत सारे लोग,
क्योंकि मुझे पता है आपको खुशी नहीं हुई कि इंडिया जीत गया। नहीं सुनिए, बात सुनिए। आपकी आवाज़ से, आपके टोन के, आपके सवाल से ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपको खुशी नहीं हुई है कि इंडिया जीत गया है, ठीक है। और जहाँ तक क्रिकेट की मैच की बात की जाए तो स्क्रिप्ट नहीं होता है, इट्स नॉट अबाउट द स्क्रिप्ट। आपको एनालाइज करना होता है कि हम टॉस हारने के बाद जिस विकेट में हमने बैटिंग की थी, क्या कारण था कि हम ज़्यादा रन नहीं बता पाए। अगर आप ये सारी चीज़ें बाहर बैठ के एनालाइज नहीं कर रहे हैं तो यू शुडंट आस्क दिस। See right now what would have been the perfect headlines, if you look from majority of people who are sitting on the other side. India loses the final, it's a bigger headlines than India winning the final. So it's like having, putting in a lot of stake, but when you win that kind of a stake, it's like nothing really. It's like saying when you lose to Bangladesh, people ask, oh, you lost to Bangladesh. When you win, oh, that was okay, you're supposed to win. So it's like a game where a lot is at stake, but when you win, you actually don't take anything home. But I feel, things have changed. It's not like the 2004 Bangladesh team. They are a fantastic squad right now. They are a very good team. They have improved a lot, and that's what is showing in their performance on the field. So I feel it was again an important one to win. And as far as being in the present is concerned, it always helps. And of course, if you start thinking about the past as to what happened the last time when we were here, of course, you always feel hurt. But at the same time, what's important is to forget all of that and, concentrate in the present, because you can't do much about the past. You can only take the learnings out of it. And that's what we did. We wanted to play to our strength, and I'm glad we did that. I after the first misfield, if you see actually his international career, this was the first game where he was under pressure, weak when it comes to the fielding department. And today's game was very important. We all knew how important it was. And to start the very first ball, if you miss, as a youngster, you are under pressure. And I feel that actually reflected in his bowling also. Then he dropped the catch. So it's important at that point of time to tell him, that it doesn't really matter, because what has happened has happened. You can't do anything about it. Even if you sit there for half an hour, the batsman won't get out. So what was important was to get away from it, and at the same time try to execute your plans, what your strength is. But I felt when he came for the second over where he went for runs, I don't think he was completely out of it. So after that we had one more conversation. I won't like to say what I said, but definitely it worked. All the bowlers a bit, they went for runs, but they came back and everybody contributed. So I feel it's a very good game for us, especially for youngsters, who have not played under a lot of pressure. Somebody like a Hardik or Bumrah, this was a first, you can say, first proper interaction with pressure, what pressure can really do. So I feel they must have learned a lot out of this game, and these are the games that really make you better players, because it pushes you to think in a different way. It pushes you to have that confidence in your strength at the time when it's really needed. So I think it was a very good game for us. Winning the game was much more important, I know, but since we are on the winning side, I can say the players would have learned a lot out of this game. International cricketer, if it's not a bilateral series, the first and foremost thing is to get into the finals, qualify for the knockout stages, and once you are there, look to win it, because that's like, it's a slightly different challenge, because recently, if you see, there have not been a lot of series where three nations have participated, like a tri-nation series and all of that. There was a period in the middle where a lot of tri-nation series were happening, a lot of different tournaments were happening, but that's not the case right now. Asia Cup is one tournament that happens every alternate year maybe. So you don't get a lot of opportunity, and once you get an opportunity like this, it's important to get into the finals and then look to win it, because the challenge is slightly different compared to a bilateral series where you have 5 games, for example. Even if you lose the first 2, you still have chances of coming back. But the biggest thing about a final is it's like a knockout game. If it's an off day for you, you are completely out and you have to start all over again. So it's a special win for us. As far as Shikhar is concerned, I thought it was a well-placed inning. In between he slowed down, but I don't think we needed a lot of runs. It was the best batting wicket so far in the whole tournament. So I felt the bowlers did a good job by restricting them to 120 runs, and we had the firepower to get those number of runs. If you